Hi everybody, welcome on in. Let's turn this camera on Periscope. Hi, hello. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? Yes. Welcome to Wednesday. It's good to see you guys. Hi everybody hopping in over here on Periscope. Hello everybody here on Facebook. It's so great to have you guys here. We are making a tonic for your gut today. Splat's in the kitchen with me. Hello, Splat. Splat's in the kitchen. We are making a tonic for your gut today. We are actually going to make, thank you. We're actually going to make something that you can sip that is great for your gut. It's full of probiotics. It has a really light, yummy, fresh taste. So, hey Dad, it's good to see you. Hey Sherry. Sherry's saying hi to everybody. That's how I know who's in here. So welcome to my broadcast. It is a Wednesday and we are in the kitchen pretty much all week this week, and it's fermenting week. Yay! Fermenting week, fermenting week. Hey Erin, it's good to see you. I love fermenting week. Hey Julie, hey Sherry, Evan, Sonia. Hi everybody. Sorry, over here on Facebook, I'm saying hi to everybody in Periscope because their feed like goes up really fast. I don't know if you've ever been on Periscope, but if you're on Facebook and you've never been on Periscope, the feed travels really quickly. And so I have to look over there a lot. I'm not ignoring you guys to catch up with what everybody's saying. So let me introduce myself. My name is Leslie. I am the founder of GoToKitchens.com. I am also the creator of Kitchenatomy, which is a 10-step kitchen detox program. If you're interested in that, hang with me. We'll talk more about that at the end of the broadcast, or you can message me anytime from my website, GO2kitchens.com. The only way you can get pre-sale price of $99 is to go to Kitchenatomy, but everything at GoToKitchens.com is completely free. So all the information you get for free on the website is recipes and blog posts and all kinds of good stuff over there. Videos, you name it, it's over there. So, how many of you have ever heard of Rejuvelac? How many of you ever heard the term Rejuvelac? And if you've heard of it, type in the number 1. If you're like, what? Type in the number 2. Nope. Okay. Aaron, you cheat. 2, 2, 2. Probably only for me, right? 1. Okay. What? 2, 1, 2. Okay, what about over here on Facebook? You guys can comment live. If you're watching on Facebook, you can comment live. You can type in a 1 or 2 and let me know. Hello, hello, Eileen. It's good to see you. So, 2 for yes. No, 1 for yes, 2 for no. I know it gets confusing. No, it's 3 and 4. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Okay, so there's a lot of you that have never heard of Rejuvelac. So I'm going to introduce it to you right now, and it has a hairnet. My Rejuvelac has a hairnet on it. It's pretty, right? Yeah, it's blonde. It has gray hair. I don't know what that is. Is it like Geritol? No, it's not. That's very funny. So my Rejuvelac has a hairnet on it. So it is. I should have drawn like a smiley face on it. That would have been hilarious. I totally should have done that. So this is actually for straining, and I'll tell you what it is in just a bit. But this right here, this liquid in the top of this is right? I know I should have totally did that. This is Rejuvelac. What you're seeing in the top above these wheat berries is actually Rejuvelac liquid, and it is a fermented tonic. Now I'm using the word tonic because I don't want you to drink it like you would drink kombucha. It is a tonic because it's something to be sipped. Let me just show you. This is a glass. This is a little tiny glass. It is, I think this glass is like 4 ounces, maybe 6 ounces. I put about this much of Rejuvelac in there when it's nice and chilled, and that's how much Rejuvelac I drink. I will not drink more than that. But more than that, it is an amazing starter for all kinds of stuff. For cheeses, for yogurts, for breads. You can actually make like fermented sourdough bread using Rejuvelac as a starter. So it's amazing for all kinds of things like that. I know, totally cool, right? I know, Rejuvelac rules. Awesome. The other great thing about it is that it is really stinking crazy inexpensive. Why would you drink that? I know, right? Why would you drink bacteria? Because I want my gut to be healthy. That's why. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm actually doing some filming today. We're actually filming Kitchenatomy. We start filming Kitchenatomy today. So everything is written. Everything's ready to go. We've been waiting to the last minute, it feels like, to film the actual classes. And so we're filming it today. So I have like special hair and makeup today. I'm all makeuped and haired up today. So, but it's incredibly inexpensive. A giant bag of spring wheat berries, spring soft wheat berries like this is like $3. And I used like a cup. This is a cup of sprouted wheat berries. So thank you. You guys are sweet. Hey, good. Thanks for being here. Thank you guys. If you're new here, thanks for being here. So yes, so amazingly inexpensive to make this. Not only that, you can actually make Rejuvelac with the same sprouted wheat berries like 3 times. You can make it 3 times with the same wheat berries. So it's incredibly inexpensive, way cheaper than kombucha, and you can't buy it. You have to make it. Nobody sells Rejuvelac. You have to make it. So you haven't seen Prairie Golden for years? Yeah. It's so, I love these wheat berries. These are amazing. I get them at my local natural grocers, of course. Yeah. Hey, Harlow, it's good to see you pop in here. You try to sneak in. I see how you are. What does it taste like? We're going to get to that. Let me tell you a little bit more about it. Then we'll talk about taste and we'll talk about how to do it and all that kind of stuff. So it's full of natural probiotics because it's a plant-based fermentation. It's actually lactofermentation that you're getting. So you're getting a ton of lactobacillus probiotics in your gut. Amazing for that. It actually works really well as a mild laxative. So if you wanted to drink like 6 ounces, like 5 days in a row, you would probably have a really great outcome of a mild laxative effect as well. It's full of vitamin B. It's actually super high in vitamin B. So what is that good for? It's good for your brain. It's good for your mood. It's great for your skin. Vitamin B is so essential, so essential. It is a raw plant food as well. So you're getting tons of enzymes. You're getting all kinds of plant enzymes from the liquid that has been coming off of these wheat berries. So you can see their little tails, how they're sprouted up. Right? So these are all sprouted. So we've turned a berry or a seed essentially into a plant, and then we've created a drink. It's amazing. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. So, but yes, it is so great. It has vitamin B, vitamin K, and vitamin E. These are all super powerful antioxidants in the body that fights out what? Cancer. Boom. Gone. I heard somebody say yesterday, and I'm going to adopt this, and I can't remember. I know it's miraculous. Yes. So we're going to talk about gluten. That is a great. Thank you, Kathy, for bringing that up. We are actually going to talk about that very next here after I say this. So yesterday I read something that said, it was a meme that I saw on Facebook, and it said that you should be eating as if you have cancer. And I was like, wow, that's like super powerful. So you don't ever want to get cancer? Then eat like you have cancer. That is like amazingly powerful. That is incredibly powerful. I know, I was just saying this yesterday and I saw it from a meme and I was trying to I said it again last night. I was trying to figure out where I got it from. So whoever I got that meme from, thank you very much. I'm sure it was one of you guys. So yeah, right? Before I got cancer too. I'm a cancer survivor. I'm a 3-year cancer survivor. And this is why I do this, is because of the cancer journey that I was on. This is why I'm on here, is because of that. So, right? Yeah, I know, totally. Light bulb moment and cancer. And another light bulb moment said, you know, you should live like you already have cancer. You should eat like you already have cancer. And I was like, that's amazing. That is an amazing concept. I want to write a whole blog post and give somebody credit, whoever said it. If you guys know who said it, please tell me. So that's right. I am a surfer trophy wife. Whatever, whatever, Daniel. Anyway, so you get tons of plant enzymes. You're getting all kinds of great stuff and a little bit of liquid. So kombucha, you need to drink about, between 10 and 16 ounces a day to get the full benefit of the probiotic. In this, you can drink 4 to 6 ounces and still get an amazing probiotic in a little bit. Somebody just asked about gluten. Here we go. Wheat berries have gluten in them. This liquid will have gluten in them. But guess what? Guess what? I have a solution, because I always have solutions, because that's how I roll, is always have solutions for you guys. So my solution for you is to make Rejuvelac with, are you ready for this? Quinoa. What? Yes, you can totally, you can put it in another drink. Absolutely. Put it in your smoothies, anything. I know. What? What the what? You can make Rejuvelac with quinoa. Now, I have to tell you, my favorite flavor is wheat berry. Isn't that funny? I like wheat berry flavor. Quinoa is less tangy than the wheat berry, but I actually like the tangy. So, but quinoa is amazing. It's actually a little faster. The process is a little bit faster. You probably have quinoa if you watch me. You're kind of grassy anyway, and a little bit green and a little bit crazy. So, but, but you probably have quinoa in your pantry. I'm pointing to my pantry because it's over there in your pantry right now. And you can make Rejuvelac. Crazy. You can use any raw grain. So any raw grain. So yes, I have a list here in my notes. I have wheat, rye, quinoa, barley, millet, and buckwheat. Can all make, I know, right? Totally crunchy too. We'll all make Rejuvelac. Crazy town. Crazy town. Crazy town. You can make cheese. You can use this and make nut milk cheese from Rejuvelac. So you can make totally vegan cheese with Rejuvelac. So you guys want to know, right? Total crazy town, I know. So it takes about 5 days. It's about a 5-day process. You don't have to sit. Okay, let's back up. You don't have to work on it for 5 days. It takes about 5 days for it to ferment. So in the fermenting world, it's a super fast ferment. It goes really quickly. So, and that is from sprouting the grain to actually creating the Rejuvelac. So we're going to go through the process here really quickly. Yes. Quinoa is going to be, actually, somebody help me out here. I think millet actually would be gluten-free as well. I'm pretty sure. I use the pinto beans, right? Yes, millet is gluten-free. I thought so. I don't use a lot of millet. So yeah, buckwheat is too. Okay, awesome. Thank you guys. Thanks for jumping in there. All right, let's move this down just a little bit so you guys can see. We're going to go through the process. I'm going to show you how easy it is. First of all, you need a mason jar. Here, let's just start with the fresh one so I don't spill anything on my floor like I did yesterday. Oh my God, my floor is still sticky and I've mopped it twice. Don't spill your kombucha, people. Just telling you, don't spill your kombucha. So, no spilling, right? So you're going to start with a mason jar with a ring without the centerpiece, all right? So without its cap. So just a nice mason jar, just like this, super fast, super easy, and a ring, all right? Then you need some sort of very airy-fairy cloth. So you can use cheesecloth, well, yeah, cheesecloth or a net of some kind, or if you have a sprouting screen, I'm going to show you this jar in just a second. I have to tell you, my hair nets and the hair net that is on this Rejuvelac right here is actually paint strainers from Home Depot. You can get these giant paint strainers like this. They come in a bag of like 10. They come in a bag of like 10 for like $4, and you don't even have to wash them when you're done with them. You can just throw them away, but actually I do wash mine. You bring it home, you put it on your gentle cycle with some salt, about 2 tablespoons of salt in your washer, right? I haven't made it yet, Janie. And you can use this for your strainer and it works really, really well. I use it for nut milk. I use all kinds of, things. So yes, Rejuvelac. Yes, that's exactly how you spell it. Yes, so paint strainers are amazing for this. And I use them for all kinds of things in my kitchen. It's crazy, right? Paint strain, I know, but whatever. It works really well. It's one of my favorite ways. It doesn't let, to me, it lets the right amount of oxygen in and keeps, thank you. You can't, I wouldn't use a t-shirt actually. And the reason wouldn't be because you're not going to let enough air in. You need to let oxygen in this ferment. And so this lets like the perfect amount I found in sprouting and all kinds of things. It lets in like the perfect amount of oxygen. So paint strainers, 2 thumbs up. All right. So we have that. Then we have our wheat berries. Now I'm using wheat berries, and I need my measuring cup here. I'm using wheat berries, so I'm going to just do half a cup. These are so cute, little wheat berries. Look at the little wheat berry guys. Look at that. Aren't they cute? They're like little berries. They're so cute. They sprout really fast. All right, we're going to put that right into here. Then we're going to take some water, because I didn't get any before I started this Periscope and this live broadcast, because whatever. And we're going to fill this jar with water. Now then, I'm going to set this with a paint strainer, or a go-to kitchen strainer, which is also known as a paint strainer. And I'm going to put the lid on it. I'm going to let this sit for 24 hours, just like this. Okay? We're going to let that sit for 24 hours. What that does is it starts to open up the little seed of the wheat berry. It actually starts to crack it open. Actually starts to crack it open when you soak it, and it softens it and gets it ready for sprouting. So after that, I'm going to pour the water out. I'm just going to show you. Obviously, they're not sprouted. I'm going to pour the water out the next morning after 24 hours. I'm going to pour the water out. They're going to look like this in the jar, just like that. And I'm going to rinse. So I'm going to fill it up with water twice. I'm going to slosh it around. I'm not going to do it over here because I'm going to spill it on the floor. I'm going to slosh it around, and then I'm going to pour it out, and I'm going to do that twice. Then I'm just going to leave it sitting upside down in a bowl or on a plate, and it's going to leak. So on a bowl or a plate, see how it's leaking water out? Let me get a bowl. That's exactly what I want it to do. And I'm going to leave it just like that in the bowl and let it sit there with its big giant hairnet. And it's going to sit there. By the next morning, you're going to start to see sprouts. Sprouts are going to start forming by the next morning. So day 1 is rinse and soak. The first 20, here comes Edison. Robyn must be home. The first 24 hours is rinse and soak, right? Let them soak for 24 hours. The second day, you're going to rinse them. Could you cut that into smaller squares? Absolutely. I do that all the time, actually. The second day, you are actually going to rinse in the morning, and you're going to rinse again at night. So same thing. You never take this off there. You just, I know Edison's whining because Robyn's home. And so you rinse and you soak, and you just leave them dry, or they're still going to be moist in this jar. They will start to sprout. Usually by day 1 or day 2, you will start to see sprout. Typically for sure by the second evening, you will begin to see the little sprout tails coming out. Then what you do, so let's say we are on day 3 and these are sprouted, right? Then you take it and you fill it up with water. You fill it up with water, and you just leave it sitting. It doesn't need to be in a cool place. It doesn't need to be in a hot place. It doesn't need to be anywhere. It can just sit out on your counter, right? It can just sit out on your counter, and after they've sprouted, they are going to start to produce this liquid, which is the Rejuvelac. At about day 4 or 5, this is what they're going to look like. You're going to have a liquid that's like this. Now, if I shake it, I don't know if you can see it in the camera. If I shake it, it has, if you, on my VIP, you saw it today. See the bubbles that are releasing in there?
Gross.
It's releasing, it's thanks from the peanut gallery back there. It's releasing little bubbles. When it starts to do that, that's how you know that your Rejuvelac is ready. That's how you know that it is ready to harvest. So mine is totally ready. In fact, it's almost beyond ready. And by the way, if you get a little film at the top of your screen right here, it's totally fine. It's not, as long as it's not black, you're good to go. And it should smell, actually, it should hardly smell at all. You should have a nice clean, crisp smell. So here's my starter for all kinds of things. And this is the Rejuvelac. You can leave it straining there if you want. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. Somebody asked, what does it taste like? So it tastes like lemons, not tart lemons. It tastes like, it doesn't taste like you biting into a lemon, you know, but it has this very fresh taste to it. It's got a little zing to it, and it's got a little bit of sweetness to it and a little bit of a citrus whammy to it. And yes, I am absolutely gonna, we're gonna talk about that in just a second. I was gonna talk about taste real quick. So I would fill my glass, look at, like this right here, and I have been drinking it for a little while now. This right here is about how much I would drink in a day, and I would probably do that. No, that's okay, Sonia. I would probably do that like every other day. There are tons of probiotics in this, and they are powerful. So you want to be a little careful. Don't start drinking a whole jar of this in a day, because guess what? If you drink a whole jar of this in a day, guess what I'm going to say next? Anybody want to guess? Anybody want to take a guess? Poops. That's right. You are gonna get the poops. And it's hard on your colon. It's hard on everything else, right? You guys have all kinds of names for it. Yes, yes, it is the case. Absolutely. This little bit's probably not going to do that. It's probably going to make your bowels move really nicely, actually. But if you drink too much of it, it will give you the poops. So yes, I know. So funny. Yeah, it is. It'll give you a little bit of a laxative if you drink, you know, if you wanted to drink like a full, like 6 ounces or 8 ounces, that would probably give you that laxative effect. Yeah. And it's actually gentle that way, but if you drink like a whole, like, you know, your jar of it, because you're like, oh, this is really good, and you're drinking it, that could be a problem. So this is a great way, if you have somebody in your family who does not like fermented foods, raise your hand. I have somebody in my family who does not like fermented foods. So if you have somebody in your family that doesn't like fermented foods, this is a great way, right? I know, to sneak in, for lack of a better term, to sneak in some fermented foods in their life. And you can put this in smoothies. You can put this in juices. I wouldn't put it in anything that had a vinegar base or anything like that, because that would actually kill it. I wouldn't heat it up. That would kill it. You got, that's awesome, Sonia. I love it. I love it. So yes, but you could put a couple of tablespoons of Rejuvelac in a smoothie. Nobody's ever going to know. You could put 4 ounces in there. Nobody's ever going to know. And you're getting that probiotic. So anything you want to add to like a raw food or anything like that, like a raw soup or anything like that, it would be a great additive to that. Anytime you cook it, anytime you heat it, it is going to kill the bacteria. You could absolutely put it in salad dressings. For sure put it in salad dressings. Yes, absolutely. So it lasts, your jar, put a lid on it, you know, like a regular mason jar lid. You can actually put the whole sealing lid on that. It will last in your refrigerator for about a week. So when you make it, make sure you're going to use it in something, right? We're actually going to use this tomorrow. That's why I'm not drinking a whole ton of it. Actually, I would like another sip, but it's really good after it's refrigerated. But we're gonna actually use it tomorrow and make some cheese. Excuse me, we're not making cheese. We are making yogurt. We are making yogurt from cashews tomorrow, and we're gonna use the Rejuvelac to start the fermentation. So no, you have to put water in it. You have to put water in it to make the liquid sherry. Yeah. So, and no, I'm not a vegan. Somebody just asked if I was a vegan. I am not. I eat 90% plant-based, 10% everything else, and 50% of my plant-based is raw. Yes, so I have to tell you, we have a minor one in our house that I wouldn't like totally recommend. So So a lot of my fermentation projects come from the refrigerator water that I have. I actually did some research on our refrigerator and the purifier that it had in it. So really what I wanted it to do was filter out the chlorine as much as it could. That was my main goal. And so yes, that's what I would recommend. But there are tons of filtration system. Our old house, we had one, a reverse osmosis, and it was amazing. But we lived in an agricultural area, and I was really, really picky about our water out there, because if you live in an agricultural area among farms and feedlots and where they're growing a lot of crops, we were surrounded by it. We lived out in the country and we were surrounded by it, and I was really super picky about my water because the groundwater out there is just not going to be as safe. So we had a major system in our old house, not this house. So yeah, actually, it's the only reason we don't have it in this house is because we don't own this house. We are trying to find a piece of land to build on. So yes, we're just renting this house right now. So that's one of the reasons, but yes. All right. So you can use your sprouts a couple of times. So you can just refill this back up with water, right? I'm going to wait to use some purified water to do that. So you just refill this back up, but you can see the sprouts in there. Let me show Facebook over here. See the little sprout tails? See that? They're so cute. And you can use this up to 2 or 3 times. Here's some words of caution. Do not do this. I mean, if you do this and it smells funky at all, if there's any funk whatsoever, get rid of it. You've spent like 99 cents on wheat berries and a little bit of time. Get rid of it. It will make you sick. If you see any mold, anything fuzzy, ew, anything fuzzy, anything black, get rid of it and start over. Those things can make you sick. Do not stir in your mold ever, ever, ever into your ferments. So yes, tomorrow we're making a yogurt that is completely dairy-free. Yep, tomorrow is cashew yogurt, and it's completely dairy-free. So I'm super excited about it as well. So excited. And I'll be in a different kitchen. Tomorrow I will be in a different kitchen. So yeah, and we're going to use I wanted to show you how to make Rejuvelac so that you knew how to do that. Sonia, you had a question and I forgot what it was, and I said I'll get to that in a second, and I didn't do it. Sorry. Last night, I treated myself to a new sprouting jar, and I did it to sprout. I bought this to sprout my mung beans in because I was having a hard time getting them to, okay, good. I was having a hard time getting them to sprout to their full like mung bean potential. And so I bought this last night. This is the kind of thing that you can buy. These are like $6. This is by Now Real Foods, who I love. I love Now Real Foods. They're an amazing company. And it has this really handy dandy sprouting screen, and I really like it because it's metal. Yeah, so we're going to make some tomorrow for you since you're off dairy. Yeah, we're going to make some yogurt for you tomorrow. You're going to love it too. It's so yummy. So, and this is a nice big one. You can see how big it is. I don't know. It's a ½ gallon. So yeah, you can buy this online. You can probably find them on Amazon if you want to screenshot that. Here, I'll put it closer so you can screenshot it. Absolutely, you can use them again. Absolutely. So, oh, sorry. Absolutely, you can use them again. So after you're done, you can just, if you're using quinoa or anything like that, you can just cook the quinoa like you would normally cook it. I have never tried the buckwheat. I don't do a lot with buckwheat or millet or anything like that. I'm pretty much a wheat berry quinoa girl. I've done it with quinoa and wheat berries, but have not tried the others. I heard rye, as you can imagine, is super stout, is like really, really stout. So yeah. Barley is probably stout as well because it has a really stout flavor to it. Yep, absolutely. Okay, that's it. That's how you make Rejuvelac. Who's making it? Raise your hand if you're making Rejuvelac. I think, Julie, me, I think I have done quinoa by itself. Yes, absolutely. You're welcome. Yay. So I think Havetta brand is a great starter brand. I don't know, man. I need to brush up on my grains and what has gluten. I don't avoid gluten, so I don't necessarily know what is and what isn't gluten-free. So because I eat all organics, yeah, and I sprout most of my grains before I eat them, so that really helps with all my breads and everything are all sprouted, and so that really helps with the gluten. When you sprout your grain, it really takes the gluten down a bit, and so I don't eat a lot of prepackaged food, so I don't know. I'm sorry to say. Dang. I need to read up on grains. I'm doing that so I can tell you guys next time. So, Cavetta is a great starter brand. I think that they have really great flavors, and I think it's a great way to introduce probiotic drinks into your life. However, a lot of their master brew kombuchas have stevia in them, and I'm not getting on the stevia kick today. I'm just telling you, but they have stevia in them, and I actually avoid stevia. So yeah, so you need to be a little careful. Yeah, so that's great. No, Cavetta is actually a brand of kombucha and probiotic drink. Yeah. Natural yogurt, like dairy yogurt. We've made that before. It's been about 6 weeks ago. If you want to go to catch.me/go-to-kitchens, you can find that. Absolutely. Yep. Did I answer your question about Cavetta? I hope so. All right, you guys on Periscope, hang with me. I'm going to pop over here to Facebook and say goodbye so I can let them go about their day. And I'll come back and answer your questions. So what do you use for a sweetener? I'll talk about that in just a second. So everybody on Facebook, thanks so much for following me. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you guys make some Rejuvelac. If you do, post your pictures here. I want to see them. Send me a message that I made Rejuvelac and it's fabulous. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. We are making yogurt with cashews, dairy-free yogurt tomorrow, and we're going to use the Rejuvelac. Thanks, guys. Bye. Okay, sorry. Those Facebook people kind of get ripped off, don't they? Well, they're not talking, so... Okay, so what do I use for sweeteners? I don't use a lot of sweeteners, first of all. I know, they totally get ripped off. I don't use a lot of sweeteners, first of all. Most of my, I used to be addicted to Splenda. Let's just be crystal clear that I was the Splenda queen. Before cancer, I used to drink probably about 1.5 gallons of sweet tea made with Splenda, because I'm from the South, and so that's what you do. Made with Splenda probably every other day. I made that huge thing of tea. And so I kicked the Splenda habit, and my naturopath was like, well, if you think you still have to have sweet tea, then I just rather you do pure cane organic sugar that's not been refined. Okay, so I started doing that, and as I did that, I started doing less and less of sugar because it started tasting sweeter and sweeter and sweeter and sweeter, and I was like, man, this stuff is sweet, and I found myself using less and less just naturally. So it's been about 8 months, even since I've been broadcasting here on Periscope, I kicked my sweet tea habit completely, and that's when I started, because I started eating fermented foods. I started introducing, there's my husband.
Hello.
I started introducing fermented foods into my diet, and it really, really cut down on my sweet tooth. Now, do I eat sweet things? Absolutely. I love chocolate. Robyn?
She loves chocolate.
I do. I love chocolate. It is my go-to super dark chocolate, as dark as I can find it, as bitter as I can get it. I know that's kind of gross for some people, but I love dark chocolate. It is my red wine. I love it, right? I know. So, but I try to get it as healthy as possible. I try to buy it organic or make it myself. There's actually a recipe at Go To Kitchens to make your own dairy-free chocolate. It uses some honey in there. I like the bitter. Yeah, I like it as dark as I can get it. And I love nuts covered in chocolate. So it's great when you do that because you get the fiber of the nut that makes you feel full. And you have the sweet of the chocolate, which means that you are getting, your brain is satisfied because you're getting sweet chocolate, and your gut is satisfied, and your pancreas and everything else because you've added some fiber with it. So if you're going to eat things that are sugary, the best thing to do is put it with something that has a lot of fiber in it. So because that will help balance the blood sugar faster. You're still going to get a blood sugar spike, but it'll help balance it faster with the fiber in there. So
Almonds.
yeah, we like chocolate covered almonds in this house. So dark chocolate covered almonds, dark chocolate covered almonds. So yes, somebody asked, what do I snack on? Oh my gosh, I snack on all kinds of things. We actually make a trail mix that I eat a ton of. I eat a lot of nuts. So hold on, I'll show you. It's right here in the freezer. Well, the extra of it is right here in the freezer. So this is our trail mix. It has cashews, almonds, pepitas, coconut, dates, and of course, little bitty bits of chocolate. Right? I know. I do too. I love chocolate. Little bitty bits of chocolate. Now, there's not a lot of chocolate in there. So we mix all that up, and I have a bowl of it sitting on my desk with a lid, and that's what I snack on. So, hey, thanks for being here, Candy. It's good to have you here. So that's what I snack on. I snack on Jill's crackers. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jill's crackers. It's one of my favorite snacks. Hold on, I'll get them for you so you can see them. If you guys ever watch me, you know that I'm a Jill's crackers-aholic. So, whoops, closed my cabinet door kind of hard there. So there you go. This is one of my favorite snacks, Jill's crackers. This is the Tuscan. A pepita is a pumpkin seed, and it's really good for your sex drive. Just saying, just putting it out there. Pepitas are great for your sex drive. So, if Harlow's here, she's going to be like, Leslie, don't talk about that. So, Jill's crackers are amazing. These are so good. This is what they look like. They are actually a completely gluten-free, paleo-friendly. Yes, the trail mix is there. Thank you, Linda. Yeah. So good. I love to make a homemade salsa. It's one of my favorite snacks is to make a homemade salsa and use, instead of using corn chips or tortilla chips, this is what I use. And it's so yummy. So I'm eating a raw food with this great cracker that has all kinds of nutrients in it. These are super clean. Almond flour, organic sesame seed, organic tapioca flour, purified water, organic chia seeds, organic flax seeds, organic apple cider vinegar, and some sea salt. That's how clean this prepackaged food is. Yes, I know. Yeah, these are great. Awesome with that. I really like, I have a friend who likes the Jill's crackers with just a mashed up avocado with some salt and pepper. She mashes up an avocado with some salt and pepper and just smears it on her crackers, and that's what she eats. Yeah, so avocados and I don't get along so well, so I can eat a little bit. I'm getting better. I can eat more and more as time goes on, but no, Julie, I haven't. I haven't done, I don't have a favorable view of stevia, and so I typically stay away from things like that. I am 90% plant-based. Yeah, no, it's okay. Ask me all the questions you want. I am 90% plant-based. I eat 90% plant-based, 50% of that is raw, and then 10% of everything else. So grains, meats, dairies, anything like that falls into that 10% category, but everything else is plant-based. That's my general rule. I'm not like that every single day. That's on average. So I bet some days I'm 75% and 20% raw. So if you're going to eat stevia, the best kind of stevia is completely raw. Raw stevia, if you can get the plant, I would even rather you buy the plant, dehydrate your own leaves, and use it that way. So I love it. It's good for you. I have a lot of respect for vegans. If you've never seen me before, I have tremendous amount of respect for vegans. I have a lot of vegans that follow me, even though I'm not vegan. But I have a lot of vegans that follow me because I talk so much about plant-based nutrition. So yeah, it does taste different from the plant than it does from the processing, and there's a reason for that. And that's why it's the processing of the stevia that freaks me out. Here's the deal. it makes me feel like you're trading one bad habit for another bad habit, right? So in my opinion, it's just cut down on the sugar. I'd really rather anybody that I was coaching personally, I would rather them, if they're not vegan, to use honey or to use pure cane raw sugar. And I'm not talking about sugar in the raw. I'm talking about pure cane organic raw sugar. Those would be my preferences, and to really cut back on that as well. So because stevia in the body is way sweeter than than regular sugars. So yes, coconut sugar is great. I like coconut sugar. It's really low glycemic as well. But most people don't, I don't talk a lot about it because most people don't prefer the flavor. So I know, beet sugars, all those things. Yeah. Yeah, I just rather you just cut down on your sugar consumption. Honestly. So, yeah. I don't know what that means. What do you name with? Typo, sorry. Okay. Right? I just rather you just slow down on the sugar and not worry about where you're going to get it from, because if you're not eating very much sugar, then you don't have to worry about what kind of sugar you're getting, right? I don't do stevia personally, no. Sorry. Yes, you can use maple syrup, applesauce, blackstrap molasses is great. Honey is great for baking as well. Yeah, coconut sugar is an acquired taste, so yeah. Maple sugar, you mean like from maple syrup when it crystallizes? Yeah, I still just wouldn't do a lot of it though. Anything that's sweet, anything that is sweet is going to signal your body that something sweet is coming, and your body is going to start releasing, it's going to start releasing insulin, and that's just what it does. And it's tough on your gut. It's tough on a lot of things. So just trying to avoid it would be my best. Yeah. I indulge occasionally as well. I'm not saying I don't ever eat sugar. Now that would not be true. I do eat sugar on a daily basis, not a lot. Less than a tablespoon a day of anything sweet for me. So yeah, less than a tablespoon a day is always my goal. So yes. There is sugar in kombucha. Kombucha has a sweet flavor to it, but typically the bacteria have eaten most of the sugar that affects your body, so typically it will not spike your blood sugar. So I did. I made a great no cheese cheesecake. Yeah, so yeah. In fact, I just saw that recipe out on recipes.com or something like that. They had picked it up off of my blog post. Actually, a couple of places have picked it up off of my blog post. No, I still haven't finished it. That's how little sugar I eat, Sherry. I made ice cream out of it, and it's still in the freezer. So, you think you may eat too much sugar? Yeah, too much fruit because there's sugar in that. So, fruit sugar is the same way. It's going to raise your blood sugar, some more than others, right? Here's the difference with fruit and drinking sweet tea, like sweet tea that has coconut sugar or has honey or anything like that in it. Here's the difference is when you're eating the fruit, you're actually getting the fiber, so it slows down the digestion of the sugar, and so you overcome sugar spikes much faster. So yeah, it's a link right from my website. So yeah, it happens a lot actually. I see my recipes out on other places, so I love it. Yeah, they just link right to my website, which is great. I welcome it. I love it when people do that. So I had to dig to find it, but somebody told me it was out there and I found it. Where do you get the recipe from? So my website is, grapefruit is great. Citrus fruits are amazing. So don't fear the fruit. Don't fear the fruit. If you're eating fruit all day, fear the fruit. But if you want to eat fruit, in the morning or in the evening or something like that, eat the fruit. Fruit is amazing for you. There's the good nutrients in fruit way outweigh the dangers of fruit. Unless you are eating just pounds of it and not eating any vegetables, then there's a problem. So this is my website, go2kitchens.com. 2kitchens.com is the main website. you see /Kitchenatomy. This is actually my 10-step kitchen detox that is in pre-sale right now that launches May 16th. It's in pre-sale for another 12 days for $99, and the price goes up to $149 at the end of that. So yes, if you're interested, you can screenshot that and go check it out. There's a 20-minute webinar there that talks all about the class. And what else is there? There's a pre-sale code, all kinds of good stuff over there. So this website, you cannot go to gotokitchens.com and find Kitchenatomy. It is not out there yet. The only way that you can sign up for Kitchenatomy is with that link right there. Gotokitchens.com /Kitchenatomy. Yeah. Everybody got it that wanted to get it? Thank you, Julie. Thank you. You're a sweetheart. Thanks for doing that. I love your little furry face. I mean, I know it's not your furry face, but your profile picture has a furry face, and I love furry faces. Yay! I'm so glad. Tell me your name. Tell me what your name is. I'm so glad to have you here. Julie, you need to shave. Louise. Thank you, Louise, for being here. Yay! You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. I love it. I love that you were here for the first time and we did a fun scope like this. So I have to tell you that fermenting is hard to make it sexy. You know, when I'm making no cheese cheesecake, it's like the room is totally full and everybody wants to know how to make it, right? But when I'm making fermented foods, everybody's like, really? You want us to eat bacteria? That's kind of gross. Yeah, fermenting is great. I have several. We just put up a basic sauerkraut ferment on the website. So yes, it is my blog. The Rejuvelac is not on my blog and it won't be till next week sometime. I'm sorry, I'm so busy this week. I'll just be honest, it's gonna be next week, but I will put it up. So go to kitchens.com /Kitchenatomy. Yay! Thanks for being here, Kathy. I love it. I love it. What's my thought on juicing? You can be a VIP. Sonia's like, and you can be a VIP. Thank you, Sonia. So if you go to my website, up at the top, you have to do this because we have so much fun. Up at the top, it says VIP access. It's absolutely free. It requires an email address. For you to confirm your email address, you'll get an email back with the free book, How to Fall in Love with Your Kitchen and Yourself. And you'll get a link to a Facebook page that is a private Facebook page just for Go To Kitchens. All right, let me go back here and say, what's my opinion on juicing? My opinion on juicing is if you're trying to heal something, so if you have leaky gut or you have an autoimmune or you have anything, yay, Sarah's a VIP. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Louise. So if you're trying to heal something, I think juicing is amazing. If you have something that in your body that needs some attention, I think that getting more nutrients in your diet is great. Here's where people fail in juicing. They use juices as a meal and they don't bother to eat any fruits and vegetables throughout the day, and they're not getting the fiber of the fruits and vegetables. So if you're juicing, what I'd like to see you do is to juice, right? Because you're trying to heal whatever, cancer, whatever you're trying to heal. So having your juice, but also eating fruits and vegetables outside of that juice and still getting those nutrients and the fiber in your body. The other problem, I don't mean to be negative, but the other problem people have is that people are juicing way too many carrots, first of all, and way too many fruits. Way too many carrots and way too many fruits. And I single out carrots and beets because they're super high in sugar. So when you're just drinking carrot juice, it is a lot of sugar, right? I know, right? And so you want to be careful with that. When you're juicing fruits, you're getting it tastes amazing. I mean, I love carrot juice. I mean, who doesn't love carrot juice? But pineapple juice, amazing. Orange juice, love it. Apple juice, love it. But you're getting all the sugar without the fiber. So the danger in that is getting these major sugar spikes. Your body releases tons of insulin because you're getting all the sugar in and it digests very quickly, which is not good in this case. Your body sends out all this insulin and then you have to filter it all through your liver and it's really hard on your system. This is why I say, just try to break the sugar habit. If you can break the sugar habit, that would be way better. That would be way better than trying to find a substitute for sugar. Just saying. I know. I'm a tough teacher. So I think smoothies are the way to go. Personally, somebody said smoothies here. That's so funny. So I think smoothies are I was looking at the clock, guys. Sorry, I'm going to have to go here in just a second. But I think smoothies are the way to go because you're pulverizing the fruits and vegetables together. And I think that that's going to be a much better outcome for you. However, they're much more filling, and you can't put in like 12 carrots in your smoothie machine. I'm pointing to mine again. I'm pointing to it. It's right off camera there. And whoops. And be expected to drink that because that would be a lot. So you get more nutrients when you juice from more fruits and vegetables. However, smoothies, in my opinion, are the way to go, especially if you're doing a lot of fruit. So, did you have an opinion?
Are you looking at the clock or the clock guy? I thought you said the clock guy.
No, I was looking at the clock on the wall. But I do like to look at the clock guy too. My husband is a clock repairman, so. Yes. So if you're trying to heal something, juicing is awesome. If you want to juice because you just like juice, great. But just don't substitute it for eating fruits and vegetables. People think, oh, well, I got my vegetables because I juiced today. No, not really. You still need to eat some vegetables. You still need that fiber from those vegetables. So, yes. I know that clock guy is totally hitting on me. Oh, my God. I love soup. I make all kinds of soup. The symptoms of leaky gut are many. If you want to know more about leaky gut, the expert on the subject, in my opinion, is Dr. Josh Axe, A-X-E, draxe.com. He just came out with a new book, Eat Dirt. And in fact, I am conducting an interview as we speak, back and forth a little bit with Dr. Axe and his team about his new book, Eat Dirt. He is the authority. Yes, Google old Dr. Axe. Yep, he is the authority on leaky gut, in my opinion. So I would absolutely say yes. Here on Periscope, a couple times a week, you can catch a doctor, the digestion doc. She absolutely knows her stuff about all things gut health. Absolutely. Yeah. That will be on my website. Yeah. We're working on it right now. Yeah, it'll be posted up there. Of course it will be. I'm so excited about it. I'm like, yay, Dr. Axe, woohoo. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. You guys are welcome. I know, I'm totally hooked up, right? Totally hooked up. So, all right, you guys. The digestion doc here on Periscope. And then Dr. Josh Axe is the foremost authority, in my opinion. He has amazing information. You're not going to get the personal touch like you would get from the digestion doc. But his book, Eat Dirt, is, I'm almost through with it, in fact. And it's amazing. I will actually be giving away a copy of that book, when the interview comes out. So I have a copy that they sent me to give away. So I know Dr. Axe is the man. He is, or the Axe Man. Yeah, he's great. Yeah, thanks for being here. I'm so happy that you're here. Yeah, it's a great book. It's the first time that I've seen him be so candid. Usually he's very medical oriented, this is what you do, and this is how you heal this. And this is more of a candid book about his actual journey and what inspired him, and then the steps to heal leaky gut, what the symptoms are, if you may have it, and he's so honest about it. It's hard to diagnose. I mean, and it's a great book. Eat Dirt by Dr. Josh Axe. I do too. I love how it's organized as well. Yeah, he was on The Truth About Cancer. So absolutely. Yeah. Big proponent of healing the gut. And I agree with him that a lot of our woes start here. I just talked to a woman last night who has had, she has fibromyalgia. Her daughter, who is an adult who's in her 30s, has fibromyalgia. They actually live together, and we were talking about the connection of fibromyalgia and the gut relation. She's like, nobody's ever talked to me about that before. And so we talked extensively about it. I pointed her in Dr. Axe's way, told her to get the book Eat Dirt, and check those things out, because healing the gut is really, it's a super powerful thing to have happen in your life when your digestive system starts to line up. When you are when you don't bloat every time you eat, when you don't have diarrhea, when you don't have an autoimmune because your gut is healthy. I mean, it is absolutely, yes, Juliana, is absolutely life-changing. So yes, and it is the root. It is really, you think about all kinds of troubles that we have, even cancer in our lives, and it's our filtration system, and we're messing it up. We're basically screwing up our filtration system. So, okay, awesome. Mine or Dr. Axe's? The digestion doc. She periscopes a couple times a week. She used to periscope every day, but not anymore. Yeah, it's an amazing feeling, Sonia. Absolutely. It's life-changing. You'll have more energy. You'll sleep better. Your skin will start to clear up. You won't have bloating. You'll lose weight. Your autoimmune symptoms will die down. You don't have to worry about ever having cancer again. I mean, there's all kinds of things. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good thing to do. Maybe we'll do a whole week on, maybe when I finish my interview with the Axe team and Dr. Axe, we'll do a whole week on leaky gut. How's that? The digestion doc. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And it's something that you should really take a hard look at what's going on in your gut. So yes. Okay. We'll do that. Yes, please. Okay. We can do that. We can do that. Maybe it'll be, I have the next like 3 weeks planned out. So probably like, God, my bangs are weird today. Probably like a month from now. Sorry, but it's true. I know, Dr. Axe. He is a rock star. He actually is a rock star. If you go to his Facebook page, he has over 500,000 people following him. I think he's up to like 700. He's getting close to 1 million people following him on Facebook. He is a rock star, and it's because his information is solid. It is solid. So, yeah. Okay. So, go2kitchens.com, go2kitchens.com is my website. Yes, what's coming up next week is we are remaking next week comfort foods. So, yes, it's true. But we are remaking, comfort foods next week. So many of us have these like comfort foods that we associate with. We're actually going to remake a few and make them healthy next week. So, yeah, so we'll totally remake those. Oh, man, Daniel, I know, but it's good to have you here when you can be here. Yeah, so that's coming up. And then the week after that, we are actually doing plant-based grilling. I'm so excited for that week. I mean, comfort foods are amazing, and that's great and everything, and I love doing those kinds of weeks where we do that. But the week after that is one of my favorites, is doing plant-based grilling. So getting out on your grill, hopefully the weather will cooperate. It won't snow that week. Yeah, go ahead, fire it off. But we're going to do some plant-based grilling, how to properly grill different kinds of things. So, okay, Sherry. I know it's weird when you're not here. Ah, dang. Yeah, so I'm answering that kombucha question and then I'm outie. So Robyn can eat. He's circling. He wants to eat. Can you hear
my stomach?
He wants to eat. The man wants to eat. One quick kombucha question, somebody said. I bet you're just typing and I'm being impatient and I'm sorry.
My fault.
It's because you go to a class. Awesome. What kind of classes are you taking? No kombucha question? Did I miss it already? I don't think I did. You can always send me a message on Facebook at Go2Kitchens, all social media at go2kitchens.com. All right, guys, I am going to pop off here. Thank you, Sonia. Mr. Surfer. Love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing afternoon. Wish me luck. We're filming Kitchenatomy this afternoon, so yes, Kitchenatomy. Go2kitchens.com. Kitchanatomy. Kitchenatomy. Yep. So wish me luck. I'm excited about it. My producer just actually texted me and said, where are we going? I need to text her back. I've been making kombucha. I don't know. Yes, you can, but you need to adapt your SCOBY. So you need to start off, so one brew with like, you know, mostly the bags that you've been using and one green tea bag. And every time you brew, you need to add a green tea bag. You need to get it used to it slowly. The other thing that you can do is hang a green tea bag into your starter kombucha and just let it sit there. That will help the SCOBY assimilate as well, but I actually don't recommend that method. I actually recommend in the fermenting process to start adding one green tea bag at a time. So, and if you have a continuous SCOBY, so you have a continuous brew going. Bye guys, see you later. If you have a continuous brew going, then every week I would take out, when I added new bags, I would just add another bag in. So yeah. Yeah, you could switch it all to green, but it's probably going to get funky. Yeah, hotel. Yeah, it's probably your SCOBY's going to be like, what in the world? It's probably going to get a little funky, and you may not want to drink it right away. Eventually it will adapt, but it is a living thing, and it doesn't like to have change, like radical change. So yes, it doesn't even like loud noises. I mean, your SCOBYs don't even like loud noises. So yeah, just keeping that in mind. It's true. Yeah, they don't like arguments. They don't like anything like that. They're living. They don't like it. So yeah. All right, you guys. I know that's creepy, right? Huh?
It is creepy.
It is. It's creepy. I'm not spilling my kombucha for you guys today. We are making a SCOBY though on Friday, so they don't have ears, but they have, but they're a living creature, so they have senses in some ways, not like we think about. Yeah. I know he is. He's circling, right? All right, you guys. Tomorrow is Yogurt Friday, is Grow Your Own SCOBY, and I will see you guys then. Wish me luck today. Love you guys so much. I will be back here tomorrow at noon Mountain Time. Go to Kitchens, lunch with Leslie. Go become a VIP. Get over there. Go make some Rejuvelec. Get that gut in half. Go. Now. Go. Bye, guys.